Just a little overview of my learning journey throughout this semester here in CI 456. So my three favorite learning celebrations that happened were one, the power of digital storytelling, two, information and ideas that we learned from Kate's presentation when she came and talked to our class, and three, learning about digital reading within the classroom. And I'll talk in detail about each of these really quick here. And so for my first learning celebration of digital storytelling, so far I've made 3 or 4 digital stories since I was first introduced to them in CI 201. But it wasn't until this class where I really saw the power within it. I always thought they were neat ways for students to incorporate technology into any subject that you could possibly think of. However, I found it to be something special when students told their own stories or something that was important to them, like we did in this class. It got us all to know one another in a different way, that we probably wouldn't have otherwise. And I also really like the idea that it includes other processes besides digital storytelling, like brainstorming, planning it, creating a story map, and including images and text within it. So it kind of encompasses a lot of different things that I think would be great to incorporate with literacy. And so that leads me to my second learning celebration, which was hearing about Kate's presentation. Kate showed us a wide variety of awesome tools that we can use in our literacy classroom that will help increase student motivation for all types of learners, and it will make those students who are uninterested interested in literacy again. She also talked about how she used social media in the classroom, especially Twitter, and all of what she talked about has made me feel more comfortable using these tools, especially Twitter. Sometimes hearing about all these tools and trying to think of how to manage them within a classroom makes it really stressful and almost like you don't want to do it, but seeing how she actually incorporated it in her classroom made it seem easy to do and that it was actually making a positive difference within the class. So I would love to do that in my own classroom someday. And all of these tools kept students excited and engaged about literacy, and I think that's really important for students to have when they're in class, to be excited to learn, because when they are, they can get so much more out of the lessons that they are partaking in. And then going on to my third celebration from this semester is learning about digital reading within the classroom. I love the idea of digital reading within the classroom. Ideally, it would be awesome if a classroom had one-to-one iPads where each student could be reading digital material at their own level, on their own time, and so that each student has the same opportunity to use it. I think it's a great way to support all learners at a variety of reading levels, and I especially think that this could be beneficial for students that might be English language learners, so that they can read and take their time on hearing the words being said and spoken out loud, while also relating it to the text that they see on the page, along with the images and illustrations, so they can make those connections before just jumping in and trying to read it themselves. I also think reading books digitally will keep students engaged and motivated in reading by incorporating the technology. And I'm hoping that in my future classroom, there's technology readily available so I can use things like this in my classroom and use those websites like BookFlix or Storyflix and all of those different digital reading tools that are available. And so I've taken away a lot from this class, and it's made me more comfortable working with technology, and I'm excited to see if I can incorporate any of that in my student teaching this next semester.